guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monia and today we will be doing an extra glam. As you can tell, this is as extra as a look that I've done could ever get. And I will be walking through it with you step by step with the one and only Soft Glam. And this is a trilogy, with the planned words of Soft Glam. So we first did Soft Glam, then we did Full Glam, and now we did Extra Glam. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow along. If you don't have this palette, again, just use something with similar colors, and I hope you enjoy the video. We're gonna go in with the one and only YSL Blur Primer. Since we're gonna get started with our eye makeup first, we're gonna go in with the tried and true Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. And since this is gonna be the first time I'm trying a halo eye look, we're just jumping right to the eyeshadow first, and then we'll just deal with the mess afterwards. Let's see if we can make it together. I'm gonna go in with the E14 brush. Then small fluffy brush, and we're just gonna push this all over the lid to ensure it ain't gonna go nowhere. Alright, so typically when you put an actual eyeshadow primer on, whatever shadow you put on there, good luck trying to blend it, move it around. It's basically like glue on your lid. So I like to go in with the base color and rub it all over the primer to kind of set it. However, you can still build colors on top of it and not be concerned about whether it's smearing or smudging throughout the night. So my base color for today is going to be Tempera. Base color, so in my case I would use Eden from Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, but you can also use concealer. I've seen that done. And then after that, you're going to pat on some type of shimmery look to really emphasize and illustrate a bigger eye. It's gonna give you the illusion, since kind of when you put highlighter on your cheek, it looks like you have cheek fillers or very prominent cheeks. So the first step is to go in and build out your smoky eye. And then towards the end, we're gonna go into the center of your eyelid right here and take up the third of the center and coat it with and cut out the middle. So I'm gonna go in next with burnt orange and put it in my crease. And this is gonna look funny until we got the liner, the mascara, the lashes, and the brows done, because eye makeups always look funky while you're working with it. And then once you have all those other things attached, it's like, who dat? All right, so next I'm gonna take my M433. We're gonna go in with burnt orange and focus on the corner and then in the crease. And because we're doing the eyes first, we don't have to be too concerned about where we ended, because we can always clean it up with concealer once we have that wing on and really understand what the look is going for and how high, low, slanted the wing is. We'll just worry about it later. All right, so I went in there, burnt orange. Now I'm gonna go into rustic. Ooh, new color. All right, and we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna go in with cyan. All right, and now we're gonna smooth things over, taking our E27, going into Tempera. And when I smooth things out, I don't like to use a circular motion, because when you use a circular motion, and for me, I have small eyelids, so if you have like, you know, your eyebrows, like if I was like looking like this normally, circular motion all day, every day. Now, since my eyes have lower lid space and a big fluffy brush like this, I really don't have much to work with, so I try to just windshield wipe a little bit above, a little bit below, and kind of push it up and down rather than moving it in circles, because when you move it in circles, you're taking up more surface area when you go up, and you don't want it to bring up the look too high up and it just looks like you got punched in the face, and it doesn't look like a chic smoky eye. So just a tip of the day. We've blended it up, so now we're gonna get some more deeper colors and focus it on the inside. Next, I want to go with mulberry, because since this is a extra glam look, we're gonna do mulberry, and I have a matching liquid lipstick that I live for. Liquid lipstick, liquid lip stain. Guess you have to wait and see to find out. Anyways, matches its color identically. And I'm stoked. We're gonna place this color all over the lid. Now I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, E17, and I can really focus on the detailing of the blending. And since this is a smaller blending brush, I can do more so of the circular blend. All right, now let's get in there with the bottom lashes. We're gonna get in with burnt orange, since it's gonna be a deeper, darker look. All right, and then the other color is mulberry, and we're gonna keep it right here in the V of our eye, just slightly blend it out. Now we're gonna go and blend it out with the M562. The M562 is your best friend because the precision of the tip is more compact and small compared to a bigger, fluffier blending brush. So you can really get into those minute detail areas that you just need to touch up on really delicately to like really blend it out. Perfect for it. Perfect. Now we're gonna go in with that eyeshadow primer and create a halo effect. So we're actually gonna go in with the E32, a small flat tip dense brush, and that is because I have too much loose skin on my lid, so it's moving around when I'm going in there with a fluffy dense brush. So I need something flat and compact that I can just press it upon it and not be concerned of it moving around. And that's the reason why I'm pulling my lid up, is because there's so much loose skin. If I weren't to do that, there would be no way I can get this product on there the way I want to. Kind of how some people stretch out their skin when they do eyeliner. Same exact method. Next, we're gonna pack on the color on the lid. So I'm gonna use Anastasia's brush that came with the palette. It's a dual-ended brush, so I'm gonna use the flat, dense part. That's really what I need. I need a small, compact, flat, dense brush. I'm gonna spritz it with my all-nighter. Dab off excess. Okay, and we're gonna go into, should we do bronze or sultry? All right, we're gonna go in with bronze. Oh, such a pretty color. With that little beaut that we're talking about earlier, the M562, the small precision blending brush, we're gonna hit up sienna and focus on this right here. Give it a softer blend. All right, and now we're gonna go in with mulberry. We're gonna go in with sultry and give it that glimmer in between the mulberry and the bronze. So right now it looks like a line. We're gonna go back in with bronze and push it out, blend it in. All right, so it's blended out. Now we go in with one last spritz on that same brush we used to put bronze on our lids. We're gonna go into bronze and we're gonna dab the center of the lid to really pack that pigment. Perfect. And now we're gonna go in with mulberry with that little blending brush M562. just bring it in here so we don't lose any of that color on the inside of our lid. And then we're gonna go in at the edge to just brush away any of those small golden flakes that just so happen to fall. Gotta put them back in line. All right, next. Ooh. Liner. Eyeliner. Pray for me. That one came out too good. Bam! That's how it's done. All right, NYX coming through. Now we're gonna go back in on the bottom lash line with the smudger brush. And we're gonna connect that black that I just kind of placed underneath the lower lash. And we're gonna go with Noir. Just a little. Bam, done. Next, I'm gonna skip mascara. And I'm gonna tell you why. Typically, you would put mascara on. It helps blend them into your falsies. However, in this case, I wanna see and experiment with how it looks when I don't put mascara on and I have really bold lashes. I feel like that's gonna really cover it up. And if you can notice the fact that I didn't put mascara on my real lashes, then you're way too close for comfort. So, lashes that I'm gonna use today, I'm so excited. These are so sexy, so dramatic, so sultry, so extra. It's Cosmetics London Allure Time, or by Jasmine Brown. They are so gorgeous. I love it. This eye look is so amazing. I am living for. So I was wrong. You need to put mascara on before you do your lashes because you can totally tell. It's like, it looks like your lashes have highlights. So these really flare out at the end. So I want to place them not exactly where my lid ends on top, but a little bit above it, because when it dips down and you see that lash, it's gonna give the illusion of looking like a hooded eye. So I wanna place it a little bit higher to give it a more lifted effect. Ho, 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 ho. These are so fierce. Wow. It's so extra. I can't even. I look like a clown right now with just my eyeshadow. Not even eye makeup. It's just eyeshadow, liner, and falsies. Like, I just feel like I look like a mess. Imagine if I went out somewhere. They'd be like, and now, because we're really gonna do it that big, we're gonna do some falsies on the bottoms too, because I wasn't playing when I said we're gonna be extra. Oh, so my little lashes for the bottom are these little single ones. Wow, can you see the difference? No lashes on the bottom. Lashes on the bottom. So the quickest way that I'm finding to put these lashes on is taking, I think there's about 14 in a row in this specific container. So I'm taking 7 out, putting 7 on my hand, on the back of my hand like this. And then I have my tube slightly opened, such as so. And I just dab the butt of the booty of the lash onto the glue, and then I just place that onto my bottom lash. Check. Now let's get it popping with the rest of the face though. All right, I'm gonna do brows. Brows, I don't think people realize, but brows like make it or break your look. It really does. Cool. Next, foundation. And I got a sample of Hourglass's Liquid Powder Foundation because I don't do full on foundation. Nice and tidy. All right, damn, that's pretty freaking nice. And I actually really like this because it doesn't feel heavy. It feels quite light. All right, we're gonna go in with Fenty Beauty to contour. As you can tell, I am putting a lot. RMS Beauty to set. Since this is a translucent powder, I learned that patting it on the skin before you go under the eye is ideal to really minimize any potential appearance of having flashback. Highlighter is next. Glistening. Next, YSL 8. I like to go in with the excess in the middle of the lid and then slowly bring it out. Set it. I'll be right back. And there you have it. This is the final look. I hope you learned a few things. I know I did. I did the halo eye for the first time. I love the way it looked. I was a little bit nervous. I was like, oh, like I look unabable with. Like I'm like, you see me and you're like, oh, she don't play. I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is a cut crease because you need to cut it. So I've never done that before either. I've done one eye and I was like, all right, this is good enough. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Like the video and let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, you do you. Until next time. I realize winking with falsies is a lot more effort. Like you use so much more muscles. It's